You attract what you are. If you always wonder why things don't work out, relationships don't work out, friends don't work out, it's because you haven't did the healing that is needed to get what you deserve. And I know that sounds harsh, but think of it like this. We are all spiritual beings. We all have energy within us. And we gravitate to the people that is more like us. Like in school, you have the sections of nerds, you have the sections of weirdos, you have the sections of smart people. Those people have something that is in common within themselves, so they attract and they gravitate to the people that they surround themselves with. So if you have not did the healing, you're most likely going to attract the same person. I forgot to put this in the video, but this is the reason why we attract people with the same spirit within them, because we have not did the healing. So then it becomes a pattern. And this is most likely how you get played multiple times, because you have not recognized the pattern within you and within the people that you date or you surround yourself with, or the shadow that is within you. Whatever you display in front of you that is a shell, most likely that person is going to display that as well, because they are not operating in that healed version of themselves, not just like you are not. Because I always place that shield over me, that ego, because I was so driven within it to the point where I became friends with people who also put that shield over them. And the more and more I look within that person, I realize that they're not good, you know. And whenever I realized like all the friends that I had slowly vanished away from my life, it gave me some time to sit there. Even relationships, it gave me some time to sit there and reflect within myself to realize like, oh, you know, I kind of relate to that person that was in my life, you know. And I slowly started to figure out that maybe that I did attract them. Maybe that I had something in common that was that flaw, and that's why I attract them. And that's why I feel like relationships are so hard, because you are literally coming face to face with the shadow side of you, and that person is also coming face to face with the shadow side of themselves. And that's why there's a verse in the Bible where it says, a wicked man is given to a portion of a wicked woman, or a righteous woman is given a portion to a righteous man. And that plainly describes that you attract what you are. You're going to be put together with somebody who is like you. And you might not see that first glance or the first couple of dates, but the deeper and deeper you get to know that person, the deeper and deeper you get to understand the flaws and errors within that person, you realize, hey, I kind of relate to those. And I feel like that's also where trauma bonding comes into place. I started to relate to this person where, you know, we had the similar backstory, similar trauma, and we was never able to fix it. We was never able to grow. We use that as an excuse to why we're not growing. Either we was aware of it or not. And that relationship slowly turned to trauma bonding and wasn't really trying to fix that shadow side within us. And I feel like that's why love is so strong, because it's literally putting a mirror in front of your face and be like, hey, this is what you're dealing with. Hey, are you willing to work that out? Are you willing to love yourself so deeply to the point where you work this out and you work it out with the person you love? So I say this to say, be kind to yourself. Go within yourself and heal yourself. And open up them parts that you don't even want to talk about or think about. Because sooner or later, when you get into a real loving relationship or you be in love, you will start to see that in that person, or you'll start to see that within yourself. You can't get mad. You can't get mad when that person brings that up and be like, hey, this is what you deal with, I think. And you be like, no, I'm not. You be in fully denial. But take some time and reflect that, hey, maybe, just maybe. Because not a lot of people can see what they deal with within themselves unless they go to another person and that person constantly bring that out. And half of the time they don't really believe that as well until they sit there, something gets bad, and then it pushes them to the point of self-reflection. Like, damn, I kind of deal with that. I need to go ahead and heal myself or heal that version of myself. So, certain things or certain arguments won't take place because, say for instance, you deal with not being emotionally available, and that could stem from childhood trauma where your mom was always shooting you down about, your ideas or your voice or your emotions, and you get in a relationship, you don't realize that it's within you, but you get in a relationship and then boom, that person is yelling at you, that person is going at you, and you're just silent. It's just like, you can't get nothing through because that is something you have not worked on. That is probably freaking something that is unhealed within you. So that could be the downfall of a lot of relationships, or what should I say, where you constantly argue every single day, nonstop, is because something that is there that needs to be seen, that needs to be healed. And once you get to that point of your relationship, make sure both parties take some time to self-reflect. Get a journal, write down how you feel, and look within and go deeper and deeper within that. Because if you truly love that person, or if you truly love yourself so much to heal that, you'll be able to fully love that other person, so just know that you attract what you are, and you can't get mad at what you attract because that also resides within you. And if you're not willing to heal that, then you're not really ready to face yourself.